Hey, this is Hisham David Shahade, and today I want to talk about the 4 quadrant wheels of successful life. But first, let me ask you a question. Would you like to be more successful in your life? I mean, successful in every area in your life. If you really want to be more successful in every area in your life, then take these few minutes and watch this video, because that could make a big impact in your life. It's based on years and years and years of research by me and by so many experts out there, and it's amazing. Stuff that, as I learn these things, I want to learn more. You feel like you know less, you want to learn more, and it becomes very interesting. Like a life learning journey becomes more interesting as you learn different ways and how to approach things. But we have here, I think I got this one from Ryan Ellison, this particular draw there. A four wheel of quadrant of life. To be successful, to be revolutionarily successful, you have to have all the balance in the 4 quadrant, which I will be mentioning to you right now. Number one is self-actualization, okay? Now, self-actualization is basically become your highest self. Do things the best way you can possible. And to do that, you need to work on yourself. It's not going to happen by itself. It's a constant trying to solve problem, asking yourself, any challenge you have, how can I solve that challenge in the best way possible, best way humanly possible, and really do it and believe in it. And I really do believe that every situation. Now in life things will go wrong, especially when you take more risk, things go wrong. And if your intention has a very big play. If your intentions is good and something goes wrong, then it's a good lesson to learn. But if your intention to begin is bad, then you are not doing the best you can, so that you don't qualify here. Here is, in this self-actualization, is doing the best you can with everything you do. And it's a constant work, I'll tell you that. So are you doing the best you can in everything you do? Do you have somebody who made you upset, and you kind of want to fight them back, or you want to take a revenge and try to do things bad for them just to take a revenge? Well, that's not wise. That's not smart or wise. If somebody was wrong, the best thing to do is to avoid them and to try to forgive them and forget them, and don't really try to come back and hurt them, because that's not what a wise person do. A wise person try to understand other people and try to understand how to understand. And so by doing your best every single day, or as much time as possible, you'll always work on yourself. You'll always ask yourself questions, and it's like a goal I have for me. My goal has been for many years is, how can I do the best I can with whatever I have? This is my goal, and I think it should be everyone's goal. I'm not saying I'm doing the best every single time. Of course, I'm still learning, but it's a constant work. It never stops. This is number one, is being your highest self. Number two is the profound service, your contribution to the world. The world needs leaders, and your contribution has a lot to do with it. You're not born here just to eat and drink. You are here to achieve something, to contribute, to make the world a better world, to use what's between your ears here and start to really ask questions and see what's going on and try to solve it in the best possible way, without having attachment to the earthy thing, which is like jealous and malice and the earthy thing that we all get to know, that revenge and money and all that stuff, to be able to make money as a master, and you're a slave, where it's supposed to be a slave but not a master. So to give service, to improve the world as best you can, the ones around you, and hopefully, in the world as well. This is number two. Number three is enjoying your journey. It's so important. There's so many people that they are thinking about tomorrow, and they forget to smell the roses. I remember I've done that many times where I drove to a beautiful scenery. I was going somewhere for 45 minutes or 50 minutes. I've done even that on my flying, where something's bothering me in my head and I do everything perfectly from A to B. I fly somewhere for an hour, my own plane, and then I didn't even know how I got there, even though I do the communication right and I do my headings right and I land, everything's safe, and I'm still here, right? And well, how did I get here, you know? And the quiet, because you get used to it, I guess after a while it becomes automatic. And same thing you probably when you drive your car. You know, many times I drove to 45 minutes, an hour somewhere, and I passed by beautiful scenery and I forget to enjoy the journey, and I was not there enjoying it because my mind was somewhere else. So it's really, really important to enjoy your trip, enjoy the journey. Wherever you are, be there. If you are with your family, be with your family. And if you are with your friends, be with your friends. 100% physically, emotionally, spiritually, be there. I know we all have not been there at times. I know I've done that myself so many times, and I'm sorry I did it, but you know, that's how you learn, I guess, and you keep going to the next level and next level, and I'm hoping now I'm in much different level than I was, you know, 5 or 10 years ago, and I'm going to continue while I'm working myself to go on a higher level as we go. And there's always a higher level in life until you die. There's never enough levels. We're always learning something. So enjoy the trip. This is, if you do all these things and enjoy your trip, enjoy the journey and be there, you are well balanced. The last one is number 4, is a financial independence or financial security or whatever you want to call it, is to basically have enough money to do what you like to do. That's what it is. Now, lately, for a long time, a lot of gurus and people who want to sell their product have been promoting financial independence and making money and money. And you know what? And this is nothing wrong with that. I think it's wonderful. But then if you don't have the balance, if you have, this is drawing, if you have just making money, and you don't have the other 3 quadrant right, you know, your balance is not, it's going to be rocky. It's just imagine this wheel, the one that Ryan drew. I'm going to show it to you. I drew it by hand, okay? Ryan drew it on the computer, but I drew it by hand, so it's not a perfect wheel of life. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it there. You see, this is the financial part here. When you focus only on financial and you are really go outside the wheel here, then the wheel cannot turn comfortably, no matter what, which makes a lot of sense, right? Because if you make a lot of money but you're not balanced, if you don't enjoy the moment, if you don't work on yourself to solve a problem in a good way, if you don't enjoy your trip, if you just have all the money, which a lot of people do, then I don't care how good your life is. Your life will be, I don't know how your life is, it'll be rocky. The wheel of life will not be moving smoothly, so you'll have issues here and there. And it's really, really important to remember, you know, and I know today the world is all focusing on money and all that stuff, and it's you know, nothing wrong with money. Of course, money is the only thing that buys whatever it is, and we all need money in this world, but it's not the only thing. I know so many people, they have little money to live, but they have all the quadrant, they have really good balance, and they are much happier than people I also know that have a lot more money and they don't know what to do with it, or they don't even know how to live their life, and they're not contributing the most, they're not helping, they're not doing the best they can. But this is not you, right? You listen to this because you want to have the 4 quadrant in the best way possible. You know what? I believe if any of us, if we have this in good balance, I believe your life will be so much different. You will see, you will be in a different world. Believe me, if your world is the same world right now, the way you see it, once you have all these things in its own, in a better shape than what it is, your world will change. Your view on relationship will change. Your view on business will change. Everything will change. Everything will change. The whole world will change. And it will change to the better. You see it from different angle. What bothers you before might not bother you now. So everything changed. We are in evolution, and in order for us to really enjoy life and to make the best we have, it's an evolution going right now in our world. Right now, the more and more people are discovering that, you know, there's much more to life than just living, and there's much more to it. There's a contribution part to make the world a better world. Like this bottle of water, for instance, here, you know, I'd like to drink the water, and it's like having, when the knowledge is full out there, knowledge, when like glass is full, we like to empty that knowledge. That's what I'm doing right now, so I can fill it up again and keep giving back. So our job, our contribution is to learn from masters and learn from others, and then teach others who know less than us, and hopefully we can create more leaders in the world. We can create more entrepreneurs who can change the world. God knows the world needs a lot of changing. And look at Elon Musk. Just I heard that a couple of days ago, you know, these are visionary people. These are, you know, he's going to create like a train in Chicago to go from downtown Chicago to the airport, which gonna in 13 minutes or something, or 12 minutes. And, you know, these thinkers, these visionaries are needed in this world. They're just willing to go for the guts, or for the guts, and do whatever it has to be done. And so we need more leaders who think outside the box, who think way beyond what other people, the average person, think is there. And you have the thought, you, my friend, who are listening to me right now, if you're still listening to this, that means you have the capacity and the capability to be able to do all these 4 quadrants. You might not always achieve the highest level of self-actualization, but you definitely can achieve up to a certain point. Why not go for it, guys? It's fun. It's challenging. It's fun. And besides, it's going to give you so much inner happiness. It's going to so much self-esteem inside you. It'll give you so much confidence inside you that nobody can shake. Nobody can shake. Once you get to a certain level of these quadrant there, nothing can shake you, because you'll be way above all that stuff and you'll be proud of it. But you don't want to let it go to your head, because you need to be nice and simple and down to earth and simple person, because this is the most beautiful thing on earth, is to be down and help people and simple and understand what goes through them, understand and all that. Anyway, it's been 12 minutes. It's a long one, and I want to thank you for being here, and I hope you learned something from this, and take this and please share it to someone else who maybe can benefit. And for now, thank you for being here.